Alright, back under the car we go. I got some 2Ls, and I have got some more caffeine, so we're good to go for now. Be at least another couple hours before I gotta go to the store. Gotta get either Mountain Dew or Coke, not sure which one. Probably Mountain Dew, because it's the more potent of the two. Yuck. Yeah, that doesn't taste very good. Alright, that is, I think, going to be a Soviet, or not a Soviet one. This socket is 13 millimeter skis. Comrades. Well, I don't know, is this one a 12? See if a 12 will work without putting my hand on top of this thing that releases disgusting rust tasting things. No, 12 doesn't work. Alright. I did it anyway. And how about Ewan's then? This here, the third shap on the American ones, which are made in China. Nope, try fourth shap. If you don't know what a shap is, watch Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Or just look it up, shap, S-H-A-P. It's a Wadi word. Wadi, whatever. Yeah, alright, let's see if my impact choocher-majig will take the choochment off of the bottom of here. Hack it, man. That worked. Which means it's really damn loose. Alright, well, yeah. Chopper loose. Boink. Need the magnet around here when we're done. Was it supposed to be out, or was that missing? Wow. Yeah, let's not do that. Oops. Yeah. Where did you go, you little bastard? There you are. Why does this drive shaft look like it doesn't have enough clearance? No, it does, barely. I got about an inch of clearance between the drive shaft and the torsion bar cross member. Gimme. Okay, that's 4 bolts. Oh, this hat actually came in handy. Alright. Whoops. Oh, that's weird. I dropped 1 bolt, I found 2. Yeah, that whizzed off anyway. We still taping here? Yeah, we're still taping. Taping. I'm old. Ow. Let's see. Are these, or are these not? I thought that was the drain plug at first, but it's not. It wouldn't matter anyway, because I still have to take the pan off, put a new gasket on. And I think I mentioned this before, but this gasket is rubber, which means it's one of the good ones, but it's also from 1998. I guess I think it was made in 1997. Which means it's probably well past its expiration date. Oops. Why does this stupid thing keep coming off of here? My stupid impact's broke. It won't hold the sockets on the end of it anymore. Manure. Alright, that felt like transmission fluid hit my arm. Let's see. Well, I don't want to bend the pan, but let's see if it'll come down a hair. Nope, not without. Oh, there it is. I'll show you. Yeah. Move the camera back a little ways here. Still in frame. Nope. Still in frame. Florida. Oh, let's see. Where's more bolts? There's one. Looks like they line up with the ones on yonder side there. Whoops. Shoot. Should be one like right there. Ish. Right there-ish. Aha, I got you, you little bastard. Next, that should be there, but on that side instead. Oh, you know what? I can't take all those ones out either, because I need one to support the pan whilst I'm sort of draining it. That one too? Yeah, right where I can't get it. Well, heck you. I'll get it anyway. I'll show you. Yep, come on. I'm really showing it. There we go. I'll show you. Ouch. I'm old. Okay. Hopefully the rest of these are accessible. There's one. And only one. Alright. Whoop, two. I'll grab that one too. Ow. Alright, one there. Grab that. Sort of on the end there. Gotcha. Phew. Ouch. Alright, now I should be able to yank this one down first, and it should then be able to split the pan from the case. It'll be advantageous in two ways. Number one being, I can finally change the gasket, and way number two, I can get all the fluid out of there. And the bonus way that it's advantageous is, I forget. Ouch. Yuck. Okay, don't put my hand on that because that is rusty and it enters every orifice that it is on top of. Well, Jens watched that transmission leak, and I'm going to go do something more interesting. Transmission. Scooter's transmissions, you flea bag. Hey, it's actually not getting on the ground. Weird. Like my drain pan's wide enough for the thing. Alright, you just keep an eye on that. I'm going to go do other stuff. Well, that's a lot of stuff. Is it supposed to have that much fluid in it, or? I hate to waste it because it's expensive, but I mean, I guess probably you needed a flush anyway. Oh, that's weird. That's got the same mounting boss on the transmission as the stick shift one does. But the stick shift one is wore all the way through the mounting boss. Whoops. Because the mount broke. The rubber piece broke. That kind of draws the vacuum. Ow. Who's this sharp damn thing here? Oh, yeah. Wreck it off. Yeah, alright. Hey, let's keep an eye on that. Make sure she don't get loose. And I'm going to go, I don't know, drink Gatorade or drink pop or something. Complain about my back hurting all the damn time. You know, get a couple of rags off of the roll. Look at my ugly brake line job. Contemplate redoing it. Then agree just not to look at it anymore. Yeah, alright. You thought it was going to be one of those, didn't you? It's not yet. Well, just wait. Well, the next time I inhale a pie hole full of friggin' crusty crap, you'll get to hear it again. Ouch. Oh, I gotta drop this USB dingleberry here. Uh-oh. I didn't lose it. Well, I sure hope I have that. Oh, is this it? Yes, good. Alright, I'm gonna go drop off this USB dingleberry along with somebody else. I work with, and I'll be back. As soon as I pick up my chains off the ground. Oh, I got my good cardboard dirty, shoot. There we go. That's fixed. On back. Alright, back I am. They still got the drip. See if we can accelerate the process a little bit. Oh, this is where my pop went. Ouch. Oh, it's slowing down a good bit. Alright. Yeah, let's give her a little bit of help anyways. Cautiously, because you don't want to mar the mating surface or nothing. Always want to have a good clean mating. See if I can sneak in behind here and get that last bolt out of there. Yeet. There we go. Hey. Well, Gretel's going to be happy. None of it got on the ground. What the heck? That was going to ruin my record. Maybe I should. I was thinking about putting a drain pan or a drain plug in there. And I got room. Oh, here you can probably see too that there's the issue with the drain plug on the edge. That's not that. I bet I could get that out. Maybe I should change this seal on here too. We'll leave it for now. But if it needs changed, I will. Alright, once I get this done, emptied out, I should be able to see the bottom of the dipstick and see how far up the dipstick the fluid is expected to be. Like, I don't remember if it's supposed to be all the way up above the gasket in the pan or not. It would be nice if it didn't have to be that high, but I think it probably does. I think it changes as it's running too. I don't remember, and I don't recall. I don't know. So we're gonna just have a look at her. Reckon by golly we will. Alright, I'm anxious. I'll take the front one out first. Yeah, that way to make a real big mess. Everybody knows I love messes. Alright, that's great. There's some spillage, good. The nice thing is that old furnace blower is blowing all the spillage back into the pan. Neat. Spillage. What's my dang here? Like somebody's trying to contact me on Facebook. Go on. My phone, there we go. That's how we do it. Now show me the notification. Ooh. I was mentioned in a comment, too. Oh, it's an old one. Wow. I posted some pictures of a tree that I planted back in 1985, and it got 711 likes in the last 24 hours. It was a post about, like, people planting trees and then looking at them years and years later. This one tree that I planted in our house where we lived at in 1985 when I was a little tiny kid, there was a little maple tree, and my parents wanted to throw it away. It was in a bucket. It just randomly popped up in a bucket. They called it a volunteer. And so this little volunteer maple tree popped up in the bucket. And it was alive. It was a neat looking little tree. And I said, oh, we can't throw it away. And I threw a fit. Because they were going to throw it away. And I was like, well, what do we do with it? We'll plant it. So we took it out in the backyard. And we planted it. And now, how many years later is it? 1985, 95, 05, 15, 35, 6, 7, 38 years later, almost 40 years later, that tree is almost as big as the house. It's huge, and they added on to the house too, so it's not like it, and they kept it too. That was the cool part. I mean, I hate to be the one that adds to the value of the house such that it prices everybody out of the market, but I love trees by houses. It's just, you can't have a nice house and then just have a barren landscape around it with no trees. It just looks stupid. You know, just like, plant some trees, dude. I am farthest from a hippie. I'm not going to demand everybody go out and plant trees. Oh, trees, just plant a tree today for all the world. Just, yeah, whatever. You know, those 80s commercials. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go to the detriment of mankind just so that we can save nature. We do need trees. I like trees. Trees make shade. Trees make it cheaper to air condition, so trees are good for conservative values too. Sometimes trees eliminate the need for air conditioning altogether. Plant a tree. I don't care. Trees. They're nice to sit under. Shade is cool. I'm not in favor of totally destroying the environment. Just let's be what would I call that? Let's be. I know we've got a problem. Obviously, let us be careful and deliberate about our solutions. That's what we need to be. Whenever you have a problem, it's a long-term problem, it requires a long-term solution, you absolutely must be careful and deliberate about your solutions. Whoops. Boink. There we go. Look at that nice bright red transmission fluid. It's brand new. I should have changed the pan before. Well, I wanted to make sure the transmission worked before I really got into it. But I should have changed the pan gasket before I filled the damn thing up. Alright, let's see if we can drop her. Maybe she'll ever be in your favor. Whoa! Oh, cool. It worked! For now. Maybe I'll just leave this open and I'll put a filter in there too. Well, there's nothing on that filter. She's friggin' brand new. There ain't no sludge in there or nothing. That thing's friggin' like perfect. Let me check the magnet. Yeah, I bought this from Indiana University of PA for $35, engine into transmission. And of course, you know, it's going to be a four-wheel drive car, and you see there's nothing hooked up to the front axle right now. That's kind of deliberate. I was going to make a four-wheel drive with all gas powered, with the main engine driving both ends, but then I had an idea. I'm going to try hooking up a Nissan Leaf motor to this front axle and load one of the battery packs I'm building in there. And there we go. Oops, don't lose that. Oh man. Wow. Look how clean that is. There's nothing on the magnet even. Probably just manufacturing dust. Wow. Maybe it's less than 70,000 miles. Fewer! No, less. Yeah. Oh, that's a mess. Neat. Yeah, there's a little bit of goo on there. That's probably... Shoot, that's manufacturing dust there. Yeah. Alright. I want to go... let's see. Yeah, that's a nice clean pan. Alright, I need to measure how far that dipstick is off the bottom of there. Well, that's a nice clean transmission fluid. I've never seen it that clean before. Because I've never changed any. The only time I ever change mine is when it blows up. Gee, I wonder why it blew up. Oh no. The transmission fluid's black. I mean, isn't that good for it? That's that extra spicy stuff, right? Yeah. Transmission fluid's black and it glows in the dark. Well, that's odd. It just randomly stopped. Maybe it ran out of tape. Tape. I'm gonna wear that out. Alright. Get the schmutz off the magnet. Oh, you can see she's a little shiny there. And that is steel, but that's probably 70,000 miles or less worth of wear. It's friggin' brand new still. This is a 32 RH. Or they call it a 999, A999 or whatever. Or originally I think it was a 904. Yeah, it looked like friggin' Iron Man or whatever. Or, I don't know, a Tin Man or whatever. Okay. Or I guess I don't really have to get all the stuff off of here. Just kind of handy to get most of it. Now, that's sharp. Boy howdy, I'll tell you what. Yeah. Shiny. Neat. I'll tell you what. That's clean like it was running on propane. Got a little washing there. Shoot, I could probably just wipe this all up with a rag. Then you gotta take it in the sink. Well, maybe I'll wash it off and paint the bottom of it. Yeah. Where can I shove this? Well, I'll stick it on the ground for now. I'll pick it up later. I'll tell nobody I did that. I mean, I'm not littering. I'm going to pick it up. Not intentionally, anyway. Of course, the phone rings and I have to go to a site 80 billion miles away. Let's just stick this on here for right now. Get a little wiping up on the interior. Oh, the paint in here is still shiny. Heck yeah, man. I'm going to... It looks like somebody's been in here before because there's some little scratches inside. Unless that was just for me wiping the gunk up. Oh, there's a little nub here. You can see that's where they stick the magnet to it and it just stays there. So I'm going to put an external filter on this thing and make her real good. Although, I get to thinking, some people say that the friction material suspended in the transmission fluid makes your transmission last longer, and some of those GM things and such, and some of the Chrysler ones, if you take the old friction material and the old fluid out, the transmission won't be able to hold gear anymore. But I don't know. The same people told me I'd go blind if I whack it too much, and that didn't happen. So I'm going to say that might just be a wives' tale, or it might be something propagated by the transmission companies. Well, this is not that bad looking of it. Well, yeah, it is kind of old. I mean, it sat for probably 20 years. Because I picked this up 2 years ago in the summer after the concussion. Wow, this is a strange experience for me. I'm taking apart the transmission and I'm not repairing it. I'll lay this aside. I'll hang on to it. That's a nice gasket. Probably factory. Probably, oh, there's a dent in the pan on the one side. Probably from moving it around. I wonder what these scratches are. That's weird. A couple of big ones too. Well, no, just mainly these. Huh. I don't know, whatever. Let her be. Well, I'll tell you what probably happened is it looks like they probably scraped an old gasket off of here and put a new one on. I betcha, being a university vehicle, they probably maintained it well. It was a fleet vehicle. They probably changed the damn transmission fluid and the filter and everything in it. Well, I'm going to take another look at that filter that's in there because I might not need to get one. It might not just be a crappy little screen. It looks like it might be more than that. Yeah, there should be. It's a nice clean looking thing except for that dent in the pan on the side there. There's a dent from the bottom. That's kind of ugly because that got rusted, but that's what you expected from getting salty. Just give her a little wiping up. Uh-oh. Blue shop rags. Gotta go buy more blue shop rags. They're the shoppiest. And the bluest. And the raggest. Oh, there's a big dent in the pan too. Oh well, I know it works. I mean, I've had this thing in gear before and moving, so it does do the thing. It chooches. It undergoes choochment. I'll just clean her off a bit. Maybe I'll just hose it off carb cleaner or brake cleaner. And maybe I'll just give her a painting too. That's kind of rough looking. I should probably paint this because it's going to be used in the winter. Well, it's probably going to rust through if I don't. Guess I can shut that off now, huh? Well, except now, I shut the background noise off. Now my ears are hissing. That's neat. I'll have to turn it back on later, maybe. It's not as bad as it's been. Yeah, let's go to bath. Where's my brake? Where's Waldo? Where's Waldo? I wonder if Fran's theme song is like the Where's Waldo song sort of remixed. Oh, that's engine degreaser. Shoot. Well, whatever. Degrease it. Degreasolate it. Yuck. Okay, now, oops, my battery's going dead. Alright, let's get some actual brake cleaning here. Yeah, the battery went dead in camera, so I'm about out here. I guess I'm going to try to paint this thing a little bit. See what we got painted. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah. This is the Shiznak Cold Galv, man. That is where it's at. That is where it is at. And that is where this is. First off, we're going to shoot with some rust reformer from Rust-Oleum. Gotta shake it for a while. Switch hands. Exciting television. Oh, good news. The oil lines didn't leak yet. Okay, don't get any on the car. Allegedly. Not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but painting it right now isn't really on my list of things. The pan, yes. Let's paint this right over the rust. That'll convert the rust into some inert junk. I think we'll take her over there and finish the rest. Put her on top of this pile of turds. And give her a shoot. And the groundhog's going to knock it off of here and get it all filthy, and I'll have to start over. Painting in the dark, that's always the best way to do it. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put put one coat of this stuff on, wait however long it takes to dry, which is probably going to be 6 friggin' days. I forgot to look. Arian's read that. I'm bored. Screw that. Blah blah blah. 50F and 90F. Alright, so it's like 60 to 70 outside, somewhere in between those ranges, so it should be acceptable. Alright. 70F. Dry and pick-a-majig time here. 50% humidity, that's about what we got. More time at cooler temperatures. Allowed to dry for 24 hours. Oops. Poop. After 24 hours you can top coat it. Oops, never mind. Alright, well, I guess we'll just have to wait a little bit. I'll wait like 8 hours, it should be enough. Of course, this stuff flashes off pretty quick. This Cold Galv stuff, though, is the shit. I'll tell you. I like this stuff. I mean, it's not perfect. It's not as good as, like, dipping the entire frame in zinc, but this stuff does stop rust. I mean, you gotta convert it, but 93% pure zinc. This stuff is that's what they use. Actually, that's what the tower guys use. They probably use a regular name brand or something like different, but same stuff. 93% zinc. just gets in there and that's ugly. Well, whatever, it'll stay ugly on the bottom of the car. I mean, if people are looking at the bottom of the car, you got more problems than just people looking at the bottom of the car, because they're probably helping you work on it. Wait, helping me work on it? Yeah, right. Well, one person would, I know. Nice. It's going to turn into a dull finish once it does the thing. Oh, I got an idea. I'm going to leave this camera out here. It's got plenty of tape. I'm going to let Ewans watch paint dry. I'll probably speed it up when I get back to the shop and I start editing it, but I'm going to let Ewans watch paint dry. Oh, here's something. Whoops. Yeah, just knock all that stuff over. That'd be good. Make sure you knock those cans of flammable shit into the battery, right into the terminals. That's the best way. Alright, so here's what we got. While you're waiting for paint to dry, I've got, a quick tip also for this. So you're waiting for paint to dry. In the meantime, I have a fuel pressure regularizer. It's a high pressure one. And somewhere around here I've got a pump for this. This week, I'm gonna have this thing running on fuel. Probably gasoline. I don't have the big injectors for it yet to run on ethanol. So we'll just run it on regular gas for now. It will run on 88 E15. Okay, so this gauge goes up to 140. We're going to need like 55 psi, which is right about there. Now I forget. That's supposed to be for a boost line, but I'm not going to use that. It's going to be atmospheric referenced. I think, I don't recall, this is the in and this is the out, because it's got to push on that diaphragm. Or this is the in, that's the out. It doesn't say which is which. I'll have to look up a diagram of these things because I have to know before I hook it up. So on this engine, where am I going to put this? Just stick it in the middle of the engine like it was. Oh, here's my tip. This is adjustable with an Allen wrench. So I got some cheap neodymium magnets and I stuck them on there, and I stuck the Allen wrench to the magnets. That's good. She works. I gotta bolt this down yet and do some other stuff. So the plan for this is, this fuel system was a returnless on the truck, or on the van that it came from, the Yoder Toter. So the fuel rail does not have a return. What it does have is a single line going into it, which is right here. Now this line, I'm going to put a T on it. Wait a minute, am I? Yes. I'm going to put a T on this line, which is that brass T that's up, hanging up on the cowl up there, to the top right of the picture. It's 5/16 in, 5/16 out. So the fuel input is going to go into the T. One of the sections, probably the top sticky out section of the T, is going to go into this. One section of the T is going to go onto, I can't remember which way it flows, but probably this, and then this goes back to the tank and stuff. I think I just realized that looks like a 3/8, not a 5/16. Let's find out. I always carry extra 5/16 hose because I always end up using it. Oh no, that's 5/16 on both sides. Good. Alright. Now, for even more fun, where did I put that? Let's put this back on here where I had it. Let's get this screwdriver off of here. That's not a very good storage spot for that. Put this on top of the radiator. I'll be back. So what we got here is I bought me a surge tank. And it's a cheap one, but it doesn't leak, which is good. So this has got, it looks like a single 3/8, which fits onto a 5/16 if you mill it out a little bit. And, well, let's see. Or are they all 3/8? These are a good tight fit for 5/16. Probably too tight of a fit. Oh yeah, it'll work. Just gotta shove her on real good. So these are all 5/16. This one's 3/8. Reckon this will probably be the inlet. I'll take this chunk of 3/8 hose, and I've got some 3/8 to 5/16 brass adapters. We'll adapt that in. That'll come from the tank. Then I'll have a low pressure lift pump in the tank, probably in each tank, and a check valve on each one. Wait, that's not how it's going to work, is it? No, never mind. Well, for the original tank, I'll just run it up here. We'll have the surge tank up here. It's got, this will be the inlet, that'll be the outlet, that'll be the, wait. Okay, I'm missing something. Oh, we need to block one of those off because we don't even need all three of those. This shall be the return, because that'll be the highest up, so it's got the, all the air will come out of it. We'll still have a little bit of air space left for expansion and whatnot. This will be the primary fuel feed for the engine, unless of course you're supposed to mount it like this, in which case opposite. Then one of these will go back to the tank, and the other one we don't really need. Oh, yes we do. Okay. So if we use this regulator, one of these will go up front. Well, this will probably go up front to the engine, to the regulator and all that. One of these two will be the return line from the regulator, and this will be the return line to the tank. Alright, I get it. Cool. That'll work. It's going to be all 5/16 line because this thing's only 175 horsepower. It's factory. So you don't need anything spatial. Where shall I put this? Where I could mount this? Strut tower. That might, yeah. I take these vacuum doohickeys out of here. We're going to be mounting the oil filter over there too, but it shouldn't. This is going to be a maintenance-free thing, hopefully, God willing. So I could actually just mount it. This is no good. That all goes. Oh, yeah, mount it right there to the this thing. This has got to come off. Yeah, we'll just mount it right into there. Is that rusty enough? We'll just pull off. Not quite. It wouldn't be that lucky. It would if I didn't want it to. If I do want it to, it won't. Alright, let's go get some ratchets and things. Ah, my back hurts. Oh, that thing's still on the ratchet, or the spinny thing. Oh, paint's starting to dry. I guess you just didn't get to watch it. Shoot. Sorry, I'll let you watch the next paint dry. Paint drying competition. And of course we don't have the right size hickey for that. Yes we do. And it's not Soviet. Right on. Or it might be, just I'm using the equivalent. It is 7/16 of this. Oops, no, off, not on. Wait a minute. Oh, it's a blaster. This looks like non-penetrating lubricant, but it is lubricant nonetheless. Dollar General. Dollar General. Oh, that looks just like blaster. Alright, let her be. I'm not going to give it any time to soak in. I'm just going to rip it right now. Because heck it. Alright, there we go. Let's just church it right off. And it is broken or not? I'm going to say it's trying. I can feel it trying to get rid of it. What's on the other side of it? Oh, that's like raining rust. Will this come off on the next Geraldo? Phil Donahue or Sally Jesse Raphael or whoever. You know. Oh, it just broke off because it's nothing but rust under there. That's good. In a way. I'm not sure what these did. It's some kind of horse manure involving Gretel. But the new engine has its own stuff. So it's going to expect to control that. And I'm just leaving it hooked up because it already works. And it already passed the warrantless searches in PA for a college bus, which tell you that it's pretty damn strict, stringent, or anal, or whatever you call it, anal retentive, or whatever. Anyways, it good. Yeah, somebody messed with this. And I don't mind hacking into this harness right here because it's crap anyway. And the only thing I need to save on here is the wiring to the lights. All the engine wiring can go away. This is the car harness, not the truck part. The truck harness, that stuff over there I need, but this I don't. So this here can go in the pile of extra parts. I could probably use this, one of these, assuming they're not seized up completely. They make pretty good boost control doohickeys. Alright, into the junk pile you go. Next victim. Alright, I wonder if that transmission's done draining fluid out yet. I said, as I then recalled, that it is in fact done draining fluid, and we just painted the pan after it finished draining fluid. I wish I could get some more sleep without any sort of hazardous consequences. Problem is, I work too damn much. And it goes with the territory for where I work that just, you got to be on call 24/7. There's only one of us that does what I do. And I am exhausted. I'm afraid to have anybody else come in here from a different market because, different cluster, because then if they have an issue, the last time somebody had an issue when they came here, I mean, it's hard to document this stuff to begin with. I didn't fully document it, but the problem is then they come in here and they start making changes to things, and those changes are made without knowledge of the rest of the system, and they don't mesh, and it causes other problems, and it causes me to have to clean up for like 2 or 3 weeks afterward. That's kind of not good. What I would really, ideally, what I would do is bring in a second engineer, part-time or full-time, and I would just train them on all of our systems, and then they could just be a backup if need be. But that's not how it works right now. Just realized I gotta probably put valve cover gaskets on here too. That's not, I'm not going to say the E word, but it's not excessively difficult, especially with the engine being way out here in the wide open. Yeah, you know, you were thinking it. Oh, this is flashing off pretty good, isn't it? Okay, so basically what we can do, shove this right here. I could probably mount a plate in here to make it stick a little better. We could put it here. Yeah, that's going to interfere with the hood. Or is it? Yes, it is. Okay. Oh. No. Then we have to figure out where to put the oil thingy. That can probably go maybe right. Damn it. That go like mounted spaced off right here. That'll work. Alright, let me get this pan I just dumped on the ground. It doesn't look like we hurt it too much. She's still okay. Good. Yeah, I wonder if I can cold galv this as soon as this looks like it flashes off. Yeah, whatever. Alright, so let's see if we can knock this off here again. What's this junk here? Now, bear in mind also that the automatic headlights use electricity. They don't use vacuum. So I don't need any of this vacuum stuff hooked up anymore. This coil might just help me out with something. Just always use the correct wire cutter. I might be able to use this coil for something. I've got to thinking. Let's put it in the coil junk. Electro junk. There you go. Add to it. Alright, next. What do we do? I like to put something on here so it doesn't continue to rust. Oh, here. Oh, well, that's lovely. Look at this. Get a free bolt. Hooray. Okay, where do you go? Ah, that's just it. You don't go, do you? Yeah. Right on. Uh-oh. Oops. Oh. I didn't break anything. That's good. I like not breaking things. Now, the neat thing about having that surge tank on there too is I'll just be able, if I can just fill it up with gas and just plug off the lines that are supposed to come from the tank, I can lot drive this thing just on the surge tank itself. I've done that before. Wow, this thing's heavy when it's full. These filters hold like a whole quart of oil, which I like, because, oh cool, look at that. What was, uh-oh. What was fluidic that was here? Or was this just full of crap? Was that the filter doing that? Did I just have a leak? No, I see. It was the residual oil from me filling the filter up. Alright, that's kosher. I picked that up from some customers I had a while back. IT customers over in PA. Definitely say that. That's a vacuum T-fitting. Kosh is short for kosher, if you didn't know. If I say that now, you know what I mean. I'm not saying it to insult anybody. I actually just picked that up from some people that I knew. I just thought I found it useful. Alright, what is that? Why is it there? Is that part of the motor for the headlight? Is that the headlight? So there's a doohickey down under here, and there's another doohickey down under here a different way. What's that? And that looks like turn signals. Okay. Well, we can shove this on top of the motor for right now. Give me that. Give me that. I knew that was going to screw me when I put it there. Alright, so what do we got? The weird little connector hickey. There's the motor there. Let's see. Alright, so this here is the little thingy. I lost my turner thing off of there. But this here is what you use to manually rotate the headlights up and down. When the motors inevitably, well, the motors are actually much more reliable than the control module inside. When the body control module inevitably fails, then you need to use those to put the headlights up. Then it'll just flip them back down and back up and back down. Flip them off. Yep, that's not going to work. We need it down here. Better angle on it. Alright, so this here, that goes to the motor. Where's the other end of it go? What? It doesn't go anywhere. Camera, what are you doing? I don't know. Some kind of weird noisy shit. Okay, that's the headlight itself. That goes through, over, down, and that is part of this bundle here. And the fog lights are part of that. Alright. And the motor also is part of that. So what's this do? Now, is this actually a thing? Doesn't feel like it's attached. What is it? It's not connected to that. If you're following along with us in your Chrysler some sort of a manual, I'm going to say I have no idea what this thing does. Does it maybe used to be a vacuum thing or what? Huh. It's got a plug. It doesn't feel like it has... Oh, what's that? I don't know what that is. It's not a sensor. Is there another one on the other side? Huh. There's a thing down here. I'll show you. And what it is, it's like right here. This thing. It's got two wires come out of it. I can't see the color of the wires because they're filthy. They're black and something. See if I can get a little bit more of the crud off of there, and we'll tell you maybe what they are. I also have here, looks like it goes, oh, these are bare, that's good. Tan and black with a yellow stripe. Don't need those anymore. This here, I don't know what, oh, that's probably part of the air conditioning. This I have no idea. This might be a timer module or something. What the heck it is, but of course that should be on the body control module. The heck is it? See if there's one on the other side. Maybe it goes to the headlights. It's got a bolted plate on there. There is. Looks like there's one on the other side. Yes, okay. But it doesn't do anything. Why is it there? It has to do something. It's got wires coming out of it. They wouldn't just do it for... Unless it's one of those Volkswagen type fake emission things. I don't know. That's rather odd. Why it would do that. What's this one? Well, that's not a wire. That's just a part of a wire that's not attached anymore. Huh. Well, let's see if I can make out a wire color on this side. Nope, that's even worse. What are you? Got a loop in it. Huh, what are you? I don't know, it's cut off. It's one of the main positives for the car systems. What the hell is this thing? It's got to do something. I see, it gives me a half-hour recording, I forgot. That's not the one that does the 2-hour recordings, it's only the half-hour one. That's why I lost it the other time too. Alright, let's see. What color are these wires? If I can tell what they are, then I can probably go back to the diagram and have a look-see. What are you? It looks like either tan with a black stripe or white with a black stripe. And the other one I can't tell because it's just too old. Looks like it might be brown with a black stripe. No, that's brown with a blue stripe. I wonder if that goes into the headlights. It might be part of that module. Part of that whatchamacallit, the thing, the automatic headlights, the pop-up headlights. Huh. Wash the filter. It's gonna get filthy anyway by the time I'm done. Whatever. Big old Wix filter. Yep, that's my oil filter for the car. That's an oil filter for a car? What engine do you got in there? Oh, it's a little V6. I mean, it's an external filter, you know. Oh, let's have a look. Let's see if she leaked underneath on the housing adapter here on the motorcycle. And we have, I don't see any drippage there. I would definitely see it because it would make stuff under there wet. It's not leaking. Alright, cool. So it looks like my AN hoses, my first AN hoses I ever made, actually didn't leak. I don't know if it's going to stay that way, depending on how, you know, after we run it longer, but I'm kind of hoping so. Need to get some insulation, get some, those little binocular things to stick these lines through to keep them away from the exhaust manifold. It's all going to happen later. Tell you what, let's do this. Whilst we're here, wait for paint to dry. Let's see if we can reach down there. That looks like about a whatever yay big is. It's going to probably be this size, which is probably a 5/8. There's a bolt down there. I want to try to take it out and take the transmission dipstick tube out. Sneaky like. Can't see it, but it's there. I promise you it's there. No, don't drop that, jeez. There we go. Alright, so next problem, getting into there without breaking the camera, or me, or losing the socket or the bolt. Yeah, give me my big old honking extension. We could probably do that from underneath, but I think that's a little easier to reach from up here for right now. So in my truck I have these extensions and I just stick them all together. There's like 3 feet of them. And how many feet of extension now do I need down there? I need about yay much. About yay big. Can we get in with that much? Yes, that's perfect. Alright, it's probably the next size up, probably 11/16. Let's see, is it? Oh, 5/8. Good call. Ends are right. Alright, where is my still L? B? Be my still L. Alright, ratchet. Well, now I'm too tall with this thing. Too short without the stool, too tall with it. That is the 3rd or 4th shap. 4th shap. Okay, good. Oh yeah, the 3rd one's on the thing already. Under the car. Patiently waiting for me to take it back off. Alright. If you don't know what a shap is, once again, S-H-A-P, just go ahead and look up Star Trek DS9. Poop. No, not that. That's me talking about things. Deep Space Nine. And look up the WADI, or WADI, or W-A-D-I. And that should tell you what a shap is. Well, let's go get the breaker bar. Cool, my big ass breaker bar's already got the adapter on it for 3/8. So I'm just automatically using that word from Star Trek now to describe everything. It's a level or a gradation of things. A separator. Come on, pop. Ah, ouch. Uh-oh. Oh, hey. I think it might have actually come loose. Did it? Or did something bad happen? Didn't look like it rounded. Oh, so anyways, these guys are playing this game and they're screwing with cork. And a shap, I think, is like a level in their game. There's one where Quark got caught cheating these new guys that like to play games from the Gamma Quadrant. Huh. Somehow that just stuck with me. Did we break anything? I don't think so. I think we did not. Let's make this just a hair longer. It looked like it popped loose or something, because it made a bunch of dust or smoke or something that come out from around it. Come on, you shit. Did it do it? I don't know. Something went pop, but I don't know if that's the right kind of pop or not. Oop, uh-oh. Shoot, that's a wobble socket. Yeah, that's probably broke now too. Good job. Yeah, poop. Oh, you know what? I could do. See if I got my impact choocher over here. Oh, we'll get her. Man, I am glad I left that much room. That's awesome. Alright, so it's straight with the edge of the car. Oh, ow. Nope, not you. Ah, turd. Come on. Give me a couple degrees here. There we go. Yeet. Yo, hey, come on, give it to me, but here's the treat. Come on. There we go. All right, come on, Shimon. Get her. Ow. Okay, did it or did it not rotate? If it didn't, I'm quitting before we break something bad. And or expensiver. Oops. Alright, give me that back. Let's see if she turned. I have no turnage, I don't think. I don't know what that was, but it did not involve anything turning. It's not bolted to the transmission. Well, it's not bolted down far to the transmission. It's bolted up higher. Oh, before I dick around with that too much, we'll take a measurement. I'm gonna see if I can find my impact too, the big one. I don't know where it went. Probably in the garage. Garage, G-R-O-J, garage. Alright, let's take the light, put her down there. Wait, what was I going to do? Oh, yeah, take the measurement. Let me restart this. Okay, I restarted the camera. Go take the measurement. Do some measuring. Where's my measuring device now? Yeah, ouch. Do you see under there? Yeah, probably. Probably in the garage. Oh wait, maybe it's over here. Over on the top of here. There it is. I was engaging in measuring. Ow. Alright, it's probably going to be about stopping time here, because it's hurting time. Give me that. Oh good, it's got my bolt in it too. And my socket. Good. So, what we do, take a measurement. Like off. See how high into the thing goes. And you can tell by that how deep the fluid needs to be. See what we need to do to modify this thing. And it is projecting into the transmission pan. Whatever far that is. It is 7/8 of an inch. Good. So, be that as it may, shoulder come out of here easy, just bolt. And I think it bolts. Alright, we can leave it for now. Uh-oh, we got a problem here. Something's in the way of my four-wheel drive actuator. That's the oil pan. That's movable. We can make arrangements for that. It says 32 RHC on the bottom of there's text. Yeah. It's got valves and all manner of weird stuff in there. Like that gasket mating surface is pretty smooth. That's good. Alright, I can dig that. Yeah. Stay under there. Okay, 7/8 of an inch. Gotcha. Back here. Give me that. Put this over here. Sit up and break something. Rotate. Up. Okay, upness has been achieved. I gotta wash off my impact driver here. Let's put these bolts somewhere safe. I'm going to tell future me where I'm going to put these. I'm going to put these bolts. Okay, future me, listen up. I'm going to put these transmission pan bolts on the Just kidding. I'm going to put them on the magnetic tool holder bar. On behalf of future me, I would like to thank past me for recording where I'm putting these bolts, such that they don't get lost. Worse than they normally already would be. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I need to get some more magnetic parts holders. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9er, 10er, 11-dairy, 12-acated, 13 wiser, 14 attention. Alright, so there's 14 bolts here. I'm going to throw this other one that's broken into the groundhog hole, because screw you, groundhog. Alright, let's put the sockets back in the socket-majig. Socket-majig. These are Husky sockets. I think I got these at O'Reilly's, or maybe I got them at Advance. One of the two. Have to see. I like these sockets though. They're pretty good. I'd like to buy some more of them. I know they're not Harbor Freight. The little plastic container's a little bit nicer. Alright, where did that other... Oh, it's still on the end of my thing. Okay, good. Now, give me a rag. Ooh, Youngstown Anthem. The percussion section's still missing though. That's weird. Oh well. We can deal without it for now. Maybe it's the a cappella version. Let's put all these spray cans over here. I think I'm going to shut down for the night. Primary reason for which being, of course, that the Advil is no longer working, and that's a problem, because I can't move very well. My back eats poop. Not in the literal sense, of course. Alright, so what do we have to do with this car yet? Ouch. Give me. I can use that old transmission fluid to spray stuff to winterize. What we've got here is a fine automobile. Chrysler family of fine automobiles. Mopar. Not for those who are Popar. Aha. Let's get a new rag. Always nice to have fresh rags. Wash your hands. Thought I was going to do it, didn't you? I did not do it, in fact. Did not do the thing. Alright, so the breaker bar has got to go back in the yonder truck. You know what? I'm going to go look for my impact judgment device here right quick. Okay, future me, edit out until where that tone was. That should get her did. See if I can rip this thing out, and then I'm going to go home and go to bed. Try to rip this transmission, the hickamajig bolt, loose from the hickamajig, transmission. This is not really the right kind of equipment to use for this, but in this particular case, it shall be done. So mote it be done, as they say. Yeah. Right, let's take this off of here and put it on there. Get me a little bit more strength in barrage. Okay, pull the top trigger on the Harbor Freight impact shooter. Okay, we're 5/8. That's what size the bolt head on the dipstick maintainy thing on the transmission is. Alright, do her to her. That doesn't like me at all. I don't want to break these. Wow. That is manure. If we put some lubricant on it. Oops, no, I don't want to put anything on there. That's drying still, I think. Get some lube. How did it get stuck? Oh, I see. Come on. Did it move at all? No. It moved absolutely nothing at all. What we got here is a steel bolt into an aluminum case that's exposed to road salt. That's always a great idea. Alright, let's just let her sit, I guess. Put some lube on it. Penetrating lubricant. Huh. Well, there's a nut on the bottom of there. Alright, go down under there and look and see where the dipstick tube goes in. You can find a spot to lube it on the bottom too. Oh, there's a nut on the bottom. Oh, neat. Alright, do that. There we go. Well, worst comes to worst, we could just cut that little support structure off of there. I kind of don't want to do that though, because it's, I kind of think we'll need it to put it back on. Yeah. Yep. Ouch. Alright, get the lube. I wonder how all this stuff works. Oh. Works better if it had acetone in it. Oh, I need to hitch up the power steering fluid lines as well. I think that penetrating lubricant took its effect already? No, I don't think so. I doubt it. So there's a nut on the bottom of there and there's a bolt on the top. thinking the nut might be a captive nut, but I don't think so. I'm not sure because it's a aluminum case transmission. Huh, that's kind of loose, isn't it? We ought to unloosen it. Yeah, close enough. Should be right. Probably broke that. Yeah, whatever. Well, the good news is on this, the distributor is easy to get at, and more importantly, that stupid sensor on the back of the engine that goes bad is easy to get at. I mean, I'm going to say the E word here, easy, because it's right there. Rarely do I get to use the E word on this stuff because it'll bite you right in the ass, but in this particular case, I said the E word, and I mean it. Alright, tell you what, this here looks to be, have been, well, you should probably let it dry a little longer. Alright. Letting it dry as long as it's supposed to dry, and everything else. You damn dealer technician or what? Oh, I'm a fancy Dodge mechanic. I let paint dry as long as it's supposed to. I have all my fingers. I'm fancy. Fancy Dodge mechanic. Uh-oh. Well, remember how I said I like this little container that these things were in? Well, the other side of it just broke. Derp. Whoops. Alright. Note to self, don't be nice to things. It will bite you in the asticles. The asticles? What did I just say? I don't know. Alright, well that's going to be the extent of our technical meanderings for tonight. I do reckon I shall see you'uns in the morrow. Alright, here we are back at the Daytona. So what I need to do is get this one little bolt out before I can put the transmission pan back on. Because this bolt holds the dipstick tube. Get out of the way. And I need to modify the dipstick tube because right now it's sticking out the damn wheel well. So that bolt's got to come out somehow. It shouldn't be, no, don't say it. So there's the dipstick tube there, and that little bolt on the lower right there is going to come out. Or we just cut through the piece of metal next to the bolt, the little tab that holds it to the engine block or transmission or whatever it's holding it on to. Because the problem has been, no matter how much force I put in that bolt, it's just not coming out, and it's breaking extensions and everything else before I can get the damn bolt loose. It doesn't look like that is a captive bolt head. I mean, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure there's a bolt and there's a nut on the bottom of it. There we go. Alright. Now, focus. Focus, you fuck! As, what's his face would say. Actually, I don't think you've ever seen his face on the camera. I think he prefers not to show it. Alright, let me restart this camera, see if it'll focus, you fuck! Okay, I think I got it to focus on it now. Oh, shoot! Well, it's close enough. I mean, you just can just sit there and look at sort of a blurry image of a bolt. You know there's a bolt there, I know there's a bolt there. That feels a lot better. What now? What if we had a little bit of zoom out, rotate it a little bit. There we go. Alright, that should get away with it. No, that's not going to help any. Alright, I guess that's what we're going to do then. That doesn't look too bad. Alright, I'm going to try to get underneath it and see if I can get it out from down there. Bearing in mind, of course, that my back has a problem, whereas if I bend it certain ways and then unbend it certain ways, it hurts really bad for a split second. So I'm probably going to be saying some bad words. So if you don't like to hear that sort of thing, you're probably not on this channel, because I say those things a lot. Alright, so I got a breaker bar here. I got my Soviet sockets. I got my American sockets, also known as Freedom units. I got my extensions and stuff. Well, that camera sure is freaking out. It doesn't know how to focus on that thing, does it? Alright. You know what? Oops. Nope, don't dump all the sockets out on the ground. That would not be good. Don't have to do that. You know, I said what size that socket was last time, and I forgot what I said. Alright, let's get this lamp out of the way. I'm going to try to take it from the top, because it hurts really bad to lay on the ground right now. So I can't do that. Well, I can. I just rather isn't. Yeah. I'm guessing that being a Chrysler product with an A904 transmission, well, I think technically it's a 999, which is also a 32RH. It should have Freedom unit stuff in it. So we're going to try the great big old honking extension, which I left on the truck, and Freedom unit socket first. You know, I've got some half-inch extensions too. These are 3/8. Those aren't big enough, but we're going to use them because that's all I can find. I don't know what the hell happened to my half-inchers. They've got to be on the truck somewhere. Maybe they're on the bottom lower story. Alright, I'm thinking it's going to be a 5/8. I think that's what it was before. If it was a 5/8 before, it probably still is one. Spiteful little bastard that it is. Alright, this is not a wobble socket either, that's good. Alright, how about you? Can you do it? Nope, next one bigger. So I think we need a 5/8 instead of a 9/16 that I thought was a 5/8. Let's try this one. This is a 2-foot long extension too. Yeah, that's it. That fits right on there and it sticks on. All tight like. Yeah. Alright, see if she'll do. Now I laid some oil on there like a month ago. Some penetrating lubricant. It may, or it may not. What I need to do is smack the camera real hard so it breaks. And then, let's go over and get a better angle on this thing. I think that was before my back went screwball. Give you any idea how big this car is. I'm 6'5" and I need a step stool to get up on it. Alright, come on. Either break the head off or break the bolt off, or preferably not break the socket or the... Ow! Something went ka-chunk. Did it. What did you do? It was crunchy, whatever it was. Snappy noise there. Did we round it? Did we bust the socket? Or did we break it loose? I don't think that looks any looser than it was. Hold on. You know, I can fit a Sawzall in there from 2 different directions. Let me get underneath it. You know what, let's just bring the whole damn kit down again. I got a socket, I got a breaker bar, and I got a socket set in case it's different size on the other end. Okay, here I am. Good. Oh, there it is. I see it. Alright, let's see if she's a 5/8 or whatever the hell this thing is. Let me read socket. Sometimes they say on the side what they are. 5/8, yeah, I was right, neat. Alright, I'm going to shove this thing up to the bottom. There's a nut I can see on the bottom. Maybe I can get that loose if I can't get... There's the bolt's captive or something. Maybe I can get this loose instead. Except, this one's got a bigger head on it. So it's what, 11/16 then? I don't know, whatever the next size up is in freedom units. That's what to be. What I really need is a bunch of gravel on the face. That feels good. Ouch. Oh, this is going to hurt getting back up. If it hurts getting down, it's going to hurt 100 times worse getting back up. Gotta keep that out of the guts of the transmission. There we go, cool. Alright, pull. Oh, did it go? Holy shit, it went. Hang on. Oh, kick ass. So maybe that's a captive bolt on the damn Hickam jig. Well, that's kind of dumb. Well, I mean, it's a late 90s Chrysler product, so I would expect much less. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Well, the bolt's spinning, but I can easily remedy that. Just shove a Hickam jig on top of it. Right, get in there. Oh, no, we gotta go back farther. Yeah. It'll work. Alright, we gotta go back over here. Stay on there. Roll around here like that. There we go. Alright, now pull. Yeah. Yep. It's gonna need I'm gonna need a wrench. Alright, hand me a wrench, will ya? 5/8. Hurry up about it. Ah, shoot. Okay, back up I go. You get to hear all sorts of neat, funny words. Phew. Maybe it's not so bad. Maybe I can just get up. Everybody else can just get right up. Why can't I? Right? Oh, just take 2 Advil. Take a Tylenol too. That'll help, I'm sure. Alright. May as well not sit here dreading it the whole night. That's ungood. Alright, come on. Oh, geez. That's a different spot to hurt. Okay, there we go. Halfway there. Come on. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't die that time. mean, I'm sure it's not going to be like that the whole night if I keep beating on it, but for the moment, ouch. Yeah, see, it's got to pop back into place, and it hurts really bad when it pops back into place, but then it's alright for a little bit. I mean, it's alright, it's not good, but it's livable. Alright, got the 5/8 socket. Go do sockety shit. Well, yeah, let's fire up, give me a little bit more room under here. Okay, boot the fan. Go to my right rear pocket, I produce a 5/8 wrench. Let's see how we're doing on time. We need to reset the camera because it's got 20 minutes on it. Alright. Gotta reset away. Reset complete. And are we still in focus? Not really. Close enough. You can see. Yeah, back down. I aired up that back tire to keep it going flat. Oh shit. Oh no, there's a... I thought I left the breaker bar upstairs. No, it's down here. Alright, good. So what I do is I jam this wrench on top of here in the way of something like that. Hold this. There. Well, I guess this must be of some entertainment value to somebody because my last car video made like 50 views. Okay, rotate. Yeah, come on. Now's the place where it's not going to go anymore. Yeah, come on. Whoops. Well, counterclockwise, huh? How about that? You can tell stuff really starting to hurt when I start making dumb mistakes. What the heck is this? Oh, that's the carpet from the car, which is coming through the bottom because there's no floor anymore. Now, aha! Yeah, oh, heck yeah, dude. It's coming! So, my arm hurts, so I'm going to take a break. When I get this thing out of here, I'm going to check it and see if it's the same size as the one off the 545 RFE in the garage. It's got the shorter dipstick tube on it. If it is, I'm going to use that one instead. If it's not, I'm going to cut this dipstick and the tube to match, which I've already measured. The dipstick shoots out of the bottom 1 inch and 1/8. So, if I cut the dipstick and the tube the same amount, and then I bend it so it fits up through the car right, and I put it back in, it should still stick out the same amount on the bottom. That's why I have to leave the pan off until I get this done. Well, maybe I'll go get the ratchet. I mean, as much as I hate getting up and down, I think that's going to actually be better. Yeah, let's do it. There. Ouch. There's not much to go. How the hell is that one little bolt the biggest pain in the ass in the whole car? Oh, I shouldn't have said that. It'll accept the challenge. And now we're going to have a bigger pain in the ass. What is that? Waving around in front of the camera. Oh, it's a piece of... I don't know what that is. Maybe it's a little ground strap that used to go on the hood or something. Yeah, alright. Back I will be. The fact that I continue to accrue conditions that cause significant pain when I get down underneath the car is starting to kind of interfere with my ability to get down underneath cars. But I'm going to keep doing it just because. I'll show you. Stupid spine wants to be a pain in the ass. Literally, I'll let it sit there and be a pain in the ass while I'm advancing my YouTube channel by, I think I have 40 subscribers now. That's pretty amazing that 40 people are going to watch this. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. I guess if you're bored or something, or maybe just like people rolling around in the dirt working on cars, or whatever, we're glad to have you. Maybe I'll start a grilling segment too. I just got a grill my father threw away. It's a nice propane grill. It's a stainless steel one, fancy thing. Yeah, I'm dreading getting back under there because I know it's going to hurt, because it always does. There's no such thing as it not hurting when I move. But if I don't do it, I never will. And this thing will just sit here forever and rot. Gone too far to put down. Oh, down I go. What close? Back up. Okay. Avoid the angle that makes that crunch. Well, the good news is, I haven't had that real bad crunchy noise yet tonight. I shouldn't have said that because I'm pretty sure I just screwed myself, but I mean, it's gradually getting better. Oh shoot, I need an extension. Well, let's try it with that one. I really don't want to get back up and back down again. Yeah, come on, Ratchet, get on there. Turn. I can't go straight down either because there's a bunch of stuff in the way. There's like the four-wheel drive front axle in the way. There we go. He's ratcheting. Wow. Ah, gotcha. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. There goes the nut. Up goes the bolt. And out goes the thing, I hope. There. Out goes the thing. Stick the bolt out first. Phew. Well, I'm going to have to get back on here with a hammer. Nice. Got a nut in that bolt. Wow. What the hell? Well, that was a rusty ass bolt. Like the rest of it didn't have that much rust on it. Man, that one did. Well, at least I didn't have to cut it. Alright, give me my ratchet. There. Gotcha. Alright, put all the tools back in with the way here. I don't care what size that stuff is anymore because I'm done. Yeah. Well, that part of the operation. Alright, get up. And don't make a crunch noise. Okay? See if I can get off my light. Yes, you can. No crunch noise. Alright. Cool. So I find that the problem is if I lay around too much, it gets worse. If I move too much, it gets worse. So I got to find a balance between laying around too much and moving too much. And I think I got that pretty well down this week. I'm going to put my wrench and my ratchet stuff away. Alright, back I am. Let's see. So now I got to figure out how that dipstick tube comes out of there, and it should just push up out of the transmission, or pull up out, or yank up out, or whatever. But having been there since 1997, it doesn't seem to like to do that very much. We'll give it a whack. Give her a whacking. And where can we move the fan so we give me a little bit of fan action here? There we go. Ouch. Okay, now we got a bad crunch. Alright, give her my big old whacking. Alright, give her a smack down there. My big old sledgehammer. I'll show you. Well, I wonder how many more times I get down and back up before my back eats shit. Worse than it's already eaten. Gotcha, you little shit. Cool. Alright. Now the fun part, getting back up again. You know, you don't think about that stuff as much when you're normal. But if you got a screwed up back, if you get any kind of injury or any kind of disability, all of a sudden there's like giant mountains in the way of stuff that weren't there before. You never knew existed or could be so bad. But here it is. Here I am. And up I go. There. Oh, alright. Well, I better not kill it too hard, but I'm digging this deal with the not getting a real bad pain when I'm getting up anymore. There, I'm going to have dipstick tube. I guess I shouldn't have set the car down on it, huh? Okay, is the seal stuck to the tube or is the seal stuck in there? I'm not sure. Yeah. Alright, relocate the stuff. Hit. Ha! There we go. Hit. Cover. Cover. Work light here. Come here. Come here. Zoom in. Out, in, not out. Yeet. There you go. Alright, set you on top of the pop can here. And mash her down a little bit. Oop, there we go. Alright, that ought to do her. I'm gonna bust a hole in the radiator now, that'll be good. And it's junk anyway, but I think it still holds fluid. Did the last time I tried to use it. Okay, so what we got here is a huge, great big long dipstick tube out of a van. And it looks like the seal may still be in the transmission. I think. Let me get my nasty rag out of here and get some of the schmuck off the end of here. Is this plastic? Yeah, it's got metal welded to it, so it should be plastic. What is that? Is that an O-ring or is that grease? I don't know. Huh. Have to go to the store, see what they got for listing for parts for a dipstick tube seal. I might have to go to Chrysler for that. Oh. Fortunately, they use this transmission in a lot of stuff that's still on the road. I mean, most of the vans have been junked because they've rusted out and they're run the steering box. The ones that haven't, and the Jeeps and the Grand Cherokees and the whatnot, those have got a lot of these 32 RHs in them. Oh, there's like an O-ringy thing there, but it's not an O-ring. I don't know what the hell that is. Oh, like somebody siliconed it in there. Yuck. Well, let me look straight down the hole. See what it looks like from the top. Did they silicone it in? No, I think there's an actual seal stuck in the transmission. Huh. Alright, well, so that solves that. It looks like there's an actual seal. I've seen a parts listing for it somewhere. I think O'Reilly's had it. It's either O'Reilly's or AutoZone. Or Advance, where it was, it's like a big rubber thing. It's like about as long as this channel here, from here to here. And it sticks into the transmission. Well, you stick it onto here and then you jam it into the transmission. Alright, well, I'm going to have to alter the length of the dipstick first. So we'll do that before I dick around with it, but I'm going to go to the store tomorrow. See if I can find me a dipstick tube seal for it. So now, I need to fiddle around with this some, and I need to make a sort of a straighter dipstick tube, or bend this back out. The problem is, this whole thing's got to sit underwater, well, not underwater, under fluid when she's filled up. So the tube sits, the exit of the tube sits below fluid level. At least that's what I'm seeing, because it's the relationship between this and that, like the fluid level's about here when it's off. Well, we'll get it. Alright, well that's that half of the project. I'll see you later. Alright, here's an addendum. Here's the old seal. It's all dried out and nasty. It's got a little bit of rubbery to it. It's pretty rough. So, it pulled out real easy. And I know I shouldn't say the E word, but in this case it was worth it. It just right out. Just like got the needle noses on it, and I still got the same grip on it as when I pulled it out of there. So, I've been looking around. The old Daytona transmission dipstick will fit in there, but it's kind of, the tube, it doesn't have a tube, it just sticks right in the transmission. That automatic that was in the car originally, but it's just, I kind of don't like the way it works, and I got to shorten it a lot, and I don't like doing that. There's a Chrysler minivan sitting over here that belongs to work. I'm going to see if they'll sell me that dipstick and the tube for like 10 bucks or something, because it's junk. It's completely garbage. Somebody stole the converter off it, and it's rotted out underneath to the point where it's not really, well, oh, I'll tell you what, let me show you. Watch this. You guys are going to love this. You guys always complaining about Ohio cars. Well, here's one for you. I can't tell you where this is at, but I can tell you why I stopped using it. Well, actually, I stopped using it because it quit running because something pinched the fuel line, or the fuel pump went bad or something. But the exhaust fell off it anyway. It was loud. All right. Here, hold this. This is a 1999 Dodge Caravan. It's been used through all the Ohio winters up to this point, except for up to like 2016 when or 17 when it broke. There's the driver's side strut tower. You can see the spring. And there's the passenger side strut tower. You can see the spring. They didn't pop. Well, I think the driver's side one I think now is leaning on yeah, it's up against the hickamajig there. But, yeah. So this dipstick tube is perfect. Alright, that's enough of that. See, it's still got the battery in it even. Junk battery, but it is a battery. But they stole the converter off it and it didn't run when I parked it. Well, it barely ran, but it wouldn't start when I tried to start it up a couple months later. Oh well, alright, see you later.